Today I'm going to talk to you about real things that you must know before moving to Miami Beach. And I'm going to get started right now. Hey everyone, my name is Jamey Prezzi. I'm a real estate agent in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. And today I'm going to talk to you about some real things that you need to know before moving to Miami Beach. But first, before I get started, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button so you never miss another update. We do put out new videos every week. Also, use the link in our information box and download our free relocation guide today. I do update that guide and that guide page all the time, so bookmark it so you don't lose it. And if you've already registered before and you lost it, do it again. No problem. Go ahead and register again and then save that bookmark. Okay. Also, if you would like to reach out to me, you can use the Calendly link that's in the information box. My telephone number and email address are also in that box. So I'm always here to be a resource for you. Just let me know what you need. Okay, let's get started. The main topics I'm going to talk about today are Miami versus Miami Beach and sort of the location of both of those cities, the types of properties that we have in Miami Beach, cash versus financing, condo fees and insurance, taxes, the timeline to close, and of course, I'll give you some bonus materials. So first, very often people will combine Miami and Miami Beach and make it the same city. And listen, we get it. We do it too. If people ask me where I'm from, I usually say Miami because and that's what people recognize. But we are actually in Miami Beach. Miami and Miami Beach are in Miami-Dade County. And Miami is on the mainland part of Florida. And Miami Beach is located on a barrier islands of Miami Beach. That's what makes up Miami Beach. There are a lot of little different islands and then a huge island, and that makes up the city of Miami Beach. And as you're driving in off of 5th Street into the South Beach neighborhood of Miami Beach, you'll also see some islands, and those are also Miami Beach. Most of those are Miami Beach. And then there are also some other islands that are located up through Miami Beach as you head north on the island. If you are searching for real estate and you want to, for instance, search in the South Beach neighborhood of Miami Beach, you'll want to use the zip code 33139. As you travel up the island, it goes to 33140, which we refer to as Mid Beach, and then 33141 is North Beach. This is a great shot of Miami Beach. This is the very tip edge of the south of 5th neighborhood of South Beach of Miami Beach. We have lots of neighborhoods within neighborhoods around the city, and this is one of them. And you can see that this is located right off of Government Cut, which is a body of water that goes into the ocean. It also goes through Biscayne Bay and is into the port of Miami. And you can see these tall white buildings in the far distance, to the left, far distance, if you look that way, of this image. That is downtown Miami and Brickell. And then also, if you look a little bit to the right, you can start to see the Edgewater neighborhood. And these buildings in the forefront here are in south of 5th in Miami Beach. Okay, there are many different types of properties in Miami Beach. We have the small walk-up condominium buildings, you know, the 2 or 3 or 5-story buildings. We have single-family homes. We also have townhomes. And you can see even in this image, you know, there's oceanfront properties. There are also waterfront single-family homes, landlocked single-family homes. And there's just a lot of different types of real estate throughout our city. When you are searching for real estate and you are really focused on a very specific type of property, you really have to niche down to that specific property, even maybe into a very specific building to really understand the market stats at a very local level. Because if you combine all of this real estate together and start trying to get, for instance, price per square foot or, you know, the average sales price, you know, we have properties here that sell from like 150 all the way up to, you know, $40+ million. So those numbers averaged together can really skew the market data. And so if you are searching for real estate, it's important to use a trusted professional who knows the market very well. And this is just another shot that I wanted to show you where you can see some of the islands off of the beach. And obviously these are also on Miami Beach, but there's so much different real estate throughout our city. Obviously the waterfront properties are more expensive, especially the single family home properties are more expensive than the landlocked properties, and, you know, waterfront condos, high rises are more expensive than the smaller walk-up buildings. So there's just a lot to know about our local real estate. One thing that's really important is if you are planning on looking at real estate in our area, it is not uncommon for some sellers to ask for a proof of funds or a pre-approval letter prior to showing properties. That does happen here. So if that's something that you are interested in doing, I highly recommend that you are able to show that if that's required. There's a very big difference between buying cash and getting financing, not only from the aspect of will a building be eligible for financing, but also with insurance purposes and in terms of purchasing property. You can there's just a lot of little details to know about buying real estate here, whether you're buying with cash or you're buying with financing. Also, if you're buying with cash, you can have a little bit quicker closing. And if you are getting financing, the closing typically takes 30 to 45 days. Okay, so next I want to talk about condo fees and insurance. Obviously, if you're purchasing in a condominium, you will need to pay attention to the condo fees. They really do vary based on the cost to maintain the building, the services, the staff that's included in running that building. Some buildings fund reserves, some buildings do not. Some buildings have assessments that are ongoing that need to be taken care of, some do not. So it really just depends on the building. A lot of different services are included in different buildings. And if you are comparing, kind of trying to do like an apple to apple comparison when comparing condo fees, you have to get very specific because some buildings include a lot of extra services that you would normally pay out of pocket every month, but they're actually included in the condo fees. Next, insurance. If you are purchasing a single family home or a condominium, if you're getting financing, the lending company will definitely require that you bind an insurance policy before you close. This is really important if you're buying a single family home because sometimes people wait until the end in order to start shopping for insurance. And some properties are not eligible for insurance because the condition of the property is not so good. So what I always recommend is when you go under contract to get an inspection done immediately and then submit those insurance reports over to an insurance agent during the due diligence period so you can make sure to address any of those concerns during the process of the inspection period. So a lot of details to know about that, but just condo fees and insurance are very, very important here. And they come up whether you're purchasing a condominium or a single family home. Another thing I want to talk to you about because this comes up all the time, property taxes and FERPTA. So property taxes, the most important thing to know is do not rely on the current owner's property tax bill as an estimate of what your property taxes may be because it will reset based on your purchase price. And you can always go online, use the Miami-Dade or Broward County tax calculators. They have an estimator calculator that you can use to get an idea about how much the taxes will cost. Many sellers here, because we are an international market, are eligible for FERPTA, and that's a tax law that imposes U.S. income tax on foreign persons selling real estate in the U.S., and it falls on the buyer as their responsibility to collect at closing. You will not physically collect that money. Your real estate attorney or title company will do it for you. But that is a process that you need to be aware of, especially if you're buying from a foreign seller. It's a very general timeline to buy. I am a visual person, so I like to see charts, and a lot of my clients are visual as well. And so I just wanted to show you this. This is super, super general because my checklist, when a buyer goes under contract, I handle that process. My husband, Ognjen, works with me, and he always takes our buyers out and shows them properties. And I actually handle the transaction process when you go under contract. My checklist is 177 steps. So it's a lot. This is really condensed, and I've, put like 5 steps here, but I just wanted you to kind of have an idea about what to expect. So if you are buying with cash, you can close in about 2 weeks if everything is perfect. Now, I say everything's perfect because in today's market, with so many transactions happening, sometimes the title companies get a little bit overwhelmed. Sometimes orders get delayed when they're ordering title work. So you always have to plan for the unexpected. But in a perfect scenario, you can close in about 2 weeks. If you're getting financing, it usually takes around 30 to 45 days to close. Again, every contract's different. Every negotiation is different and how it's finally executed. So just know that this is general. Now, I want to talk about the bonus tips that I promised. So what's really great about Miami Beach is we really live outside a lot. We have beautiful parks and recreational facilities. For instance, this is a shot of the baseball field at Flamingo Park. Flamingo Park has tennis courts. They have a swimming pool. They have like a little kids playground pool. There's a beautiful playground that everybody uses all the time. There's a really nice dog park over there. I mean, just Flamingo Park, the residents around this neighborhood use it a lot. This is another beautiful park in the South of 5th neighborhood in Miami Beach, South Point Park. I showed this picture at the very beginning, but this is another video. And you can see the beach is here and then also South Point Park. And then there's beautiful buildings, Continuum 1 and 2 and Portofino and Apogee are all in that neighborhood. This is the tip edge of South Point. This is Government Cut. This is where the cruise ships go in and out. There's a beautiful pier here. And people often ask me, does the water look like this all the time? Yes, it looks like this a lot. It's beautiful. Miami Beach is a beautiful city. And here's another shot. This is also south of 5th. What's really great about this neighborhood is there are a lot of luxury high-rise buildings and there are a lot of newer boutique style luxury buildings. So you have a lot of different options in terms of purchasing luxury real estate in this neighborhood. My office is actually in this neighborhood and we are fond of south of 5th. This is also the Miami Beach Marina. My name is Jamey Prezzi and this is my husband, Ognjen Prezzi. And we work in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. Our office is in the south of 5th neighborhood of Miami Beach. And we work in these different counties because people really, tend to migrate back and forth. People sell their property in Miami and move to Broward and vice versa. There are always people moving back and forth between both areas. For instance, my son plays soccer and we're up in Broward a lot at soccer tournaments and soccer practicing and vice versa. So everyone goes kind of between both counties. They are very interconnected. Also, our brokerage has offices in Broward as well. You can find us online on Instagram at the Prezzis, and our website is theprezzis.com. Okay, I feel like I finished this really fast. I have so much more to say, but this is a really long video. So anyways, I cover this and so much more at a buyer consultation. If you would like to connect with us, we're always here to be a resource for you. I hope you found it helpful. Have a great week, and we will see you soon.